The artist is the real special thing for tonight, and that would be Miss Nancy Gregory right here, and she'd like to say a few words.
This is so fun, and it's so great to see all you folks, all my friends here. Even my sister came down from Albuquerque. And I'm so grateful that Otero Arts has given me this opportunity to display some of my photographs for you. It's just absolutely a dream come true. I also wish to thank in particular Janet Ampman. Janet, where are you? There you are. Yay, Janet. She was just a dream to work with. Very helpful, very supportive, great ideas. So all you artists out there, don't hesitate, go see Janet. And this space, I hope that everybody can really appreciate it. It's really a wonderful space for displaying art. It's that wonderful hand-tooled ceiling, hardwood floors, the beautiful panels, the chairs, everything about it is just perfect. And I thank Otero Arts tremendously for this opportunity. Well, I'd like to talk with you a little bit about my approach to photography. I call it the eyes of the heart. It's the primary way I express my artistic side. And you know, these days, it seems like everybody is a photographer. We all have those cell phones, right? And we all see things that we want to take a picture of, and so we know how to press the button. And I bet the next thing we usually want to do after taking that photo is show it to somebody, to share it to family or friends. There's just so much joy in taking a picture. And while we share much in the availability of technology to take pictures these days, what we see is different. And the reason that we take a picture is different. For instance, we could be in the store about to buy something, and we want to make sure that it's the right thing. So we just take a shot, send it to our spouse or partner at home, and verify, am I buying the right thing? We might have a broken appliance that we need to get fixed. So we take a shot, send it off to the manufacturer. We might see something, we're out walking around and it seems kind of interesting, so we take a picture and we tuck it away for later so that we can do a little research. We might be at a niece or nephew's birthday party and they're having lots of fun, so we decide to take a shot. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the reasons why I take pictures. One of the greatest times for myself is when I'm outside in the out of doors, enjoying nature. I see the earth telling me her story, and I'm looking and watching and learning how to see that story. I'm looking at maybe a wide, expansive vista on the horizon with many nuances of color and shape and form and light. And closer in, I might see a little shoot of a green plant starting to break its way through the hard earth on its way to becoming a flower maybe, or a seed, or a food for a creature, or maybe debris to nourish the earth or build a nest. I feel like I'm participating in a cycle of discovery and growth. On the way, I feel called to record these impactful moments of observation. They're sometimes emotional and spiritual interactions with the landscape, the people, the structures, and the events that I see. And I feel compelled to record them and to share them later. These photographs that you see tonight, they are part of my story. I feel a deep connection to the beautiful state of New Mexico especially. I feel called by the land, by the life forms, the energy. and I feel called to compose an image that attempts to convey the energy of the place so that others may be enriched as I am. Think for a moment of all the places you yearn to visit, maybe to get some peace of mind, some rest, or renewal. The images of those kinds of places are what I most like to capture and share with everyone. I hope these images in the gallery tonight will remind you of just those kinds of places. When you see these images, you may even resolve to take a journey of rediscovery and peaceful rest for yourself to reconnect to the earth. Being in the outdoors, hiking, and enjoying the landscape have long been my favorite activities. I find myself getting lost in the world of the camera viewfinder as I look through and compose an image to keep. It's a relaxing feeling of being transported to special places. It's not unusual for me to lose track of time and place as I look through the viewfinder. I'm totally engaged in what is there. All of a sudden, I can discover a strange sense that my physical being is in a different place. Sometimes I've even been known to continue my hike going the wrong way. The beauty of the state of New Mexico, the land, and all its variety is just simply captivating. There are actually several parts to taking an image and preparing it to share, either on Facebook or Instagram, email, a website, or maybe for hanging in a gallery or in somebody's house. One part is very simple. It's selecting the title or the name, but it's a significant part. It can begin to tell the story of the adventure of photography. It can tell the story of the image's impact on me and my history. It can tell the story of what I hope to convey to you. So when you see one of these images this evening, you might take a first look, react a bit, and then read the title, then look again. Maybe you will notice the image in a different way. Do you begin to hear a story? What's the part of the image that most engages your senses? Is it color? Is it form? Is it location? Is it a memory of being in a similar place yourself? Is it a peaceful feeling of meditation? Is it a longing? Another part of photography is called post-processing. In my post-processing steps, I try to be faithful to what I saw, not adding extremes of color or removing or adding shapes. I try my best to compose as closely as I can a finished image right at the first press of the shutter. One thing I also enjoy doing is to write a brief story for each image, and I post these to my website. The stories begin to convey what I felt as I experienced that moment of seeing when I pressed the shutter. These written stories have even begun to evolve into poetry at times, adding an even deeper reaction for me, and maybe for you. I hope you will keep checking my website for new images as I post them. You can also see my work on display at New York Art and Music Studio, right down the street on New York Avenue here in Alamogordo. Well, I've been talking to a lot of my friends all over the country to tell them about this show. It's just such an exciting event for me. One of them emailed me last night from the East Coast. I knew that there was no way she would get here, but what she said in her email was really great, and I'd like to share it with you. She said, "Oh, how wonderful. I have no doubt it will be an amazing evening. There is a harmony between your passion for nature and your love of photography. People will respond to the intimate beauty which you capture and preserve with your camera. I'm sure it will be a glorious event for all who attend, including yourself. I was just so amazed with her words. They're really wonderful. Well, I'd like to wrap up this talk with a special image. This is a picture.
Why don't I hold that for you?
Okay. This is Janet. I mean, she just is so amazing. Okay. Well, this is a special image I took in the Oregon Mountains during the winter. And it is a picture of a large field of dried winter native grass. It's in the Dripping Springs area, and I call it, as you might guess, golden. I mean, it's golden, right? It has a special caption that I wrote for it. It's a two-parter. The first part actually is a quote from another person. This is a quote from Rumi, the 13th century poet. And he says, "Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there's a field." Okay? Looks like a field, right? It is a field. But then I answer, meeting love, drinking deeply of spirit air, glowing love. Thank you very much.